What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, I forgot to put my cancer season up. My bad. Let me put my cancer season up for a minute. It is cancer season, honey. Countdown to my birthday, which is Friday. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Anyway, for whatever reason, notification didn't go out, but y'all know how YouTube is, honey. So I just shared it. That's what I was doing. I was sharing it, letting people know that we are live over here. And we're gonna talk about some things. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay. Don't forget the whether you're ready or not, whether you like it or not, panel will be coming back. I will be on the panel starting the Monday after the Real Housewives of Potomac premiere, which I believe is this Sunday. I believe the premiere is Sunday, and we will be not this Sunday. I'm sorry, next Sunday, and then we'll be coming live that Monday. So make sure y'all are in the place. Make sure y'all are there. Y'all are in the place. Hello, everybody. Hey, Tracy, one of my members in the house. Hey, La Queen. Hey, Brandon. What's up, Bilo? Another member. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Lady V. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I'm excited about the panel. You excited about the panel coming back? I'm excited that I'm on it. But I would be excited anyway because, I watched, I supported the panel before. So I would be happy anyway. So how are you guys doing? Y'all, listen. Pray for me in my luggage situation, okay? Just pray for me because I've been trying to pack all day. I done packed and unpacked. I done took stuff out, put stuff back in. Listen, y'all just pray for me in my luggage situation, please, because the last thing I want is to get to. Hey Xavier, how you doing? Thank you, Lauren. This is Juvia's Place. This is a Juvia's Place lipstick. Only thing I don't like is that it's a matte. I'm not crazy about mattes because they get dry on my lips. I'm not crazy about them, but I do like the look. I like how it looks on me. I just don't like that matte feeling. Hey, what's up, Mimi? Hey, China, how you doing, boo? So yeah, y'all just pray for me in this luggage situation. I'm gonna be there for a week, and it's really, really hard. First of all, I overpack anyway. I am an overpacker. I always take more than I need. I don't care if it's a weekend. I don't care if it's overnight. I always have more than I need. So that's number one. Number two, I'm going to be there for a week. And it is hard to pack for a week and not overpack. At least for me, it is. No, China. Girl, I know how you feel. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. What's up, Ed? I know how you feel. Just do what you do, pack everything. I feel like that's what I did. Even though I left a lot of stuff on the bed. Because so this is my process. My process is I take my suitcase out probably about a week before I'm going to go somewhere. Take my suitcase out. And as I think of stuff, I just throw it in the suitcase. I mean, I don't pack it. I just throw it in the suitcase. So for like the last week, I've gone shopping. I've picked up a few things. I just put the stuff in it. So when I sat down yesterday to start going through and actually going, okay, I'm going to take this. I'm not going to take this. Okay, this might be like I probably had like 4 pair of tan/khaki shorts. First of all, I didn't even realize I had that many pair of khaki shorts. But third of all, I said I went from first to third, didn't I? Anyway, did I need to take all 4 pair? Do I need 4 pair of khaki shorts? You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It is stuff like that. China, I'm definitely praying for you. Like I said, I know the feeling. I just went through that. So I definitely understand the feeling. I hope you can get it fixed sooner rather than later. I hope it's not too hot where you are, child. You're right. So, okay. So, Lock Queen, from that mindset, you packing 2 outfits a day. That is 14 outfits. That doesn't include bathing suits. That doesn't include something to sleep in. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of shit. No, he didn't. Oh, Abby, no. Oh my God. Oh, oh my goodness. Abby, you know what? You need to start doing story times. You need to start like the Uber Chronicles or something, because you, between your Uber Eats or Grubhub or wherever you be ordering from to deliver, and your adventures in Uber / Lyft, girl, you could start a whole nother series on your channel. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. Listen, sometimes when you gotta go, but still, that's a lot. Listen. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't even know what to tell you. Packing cubes have helped me a little. Okay, now what? I don't know nothing about these okay. The other problem I think I have is that I'm not a good packer. Like, I've tried the roll technique. I guess I'm not rolling tight enough, or I don't know, because I don't feel like I'm getting anything more in my suitcase than when I just pack flat. I've seen like the little storage cubes and stuff like that, but oh my gosh, you gotta wait till the 8th just for them to come and look at it. Oh damn, China. Oh my God, yeah, I'm definitely gonna I'm just gonna be praying, baby. That's ooh. Listen, like I said, I know the feeling. You just every say I'm just trying to get to church. And at the worst case scenario, I mean, I understand you probably wouldn't want him in your house, but I would rather him have said, listen, man, I have an emergency. Can I please use your bathroom? Rather than pull over on the side of the road. Because let's be clear. If he feel it now, he felt it when he got to your house. Now, they may not be allowed to. There may be rules about that kind of thing. But listen, an emergency is an emergency. And I would rather you ask. And if I say no, then okay, then I get what I get. But I would rather him do that than pull up on the side of the road. I do. See, and again, I've done both. I've done rolls. Like today, I packed flat. Then I went back and did the rolls. Because now my problem is, because what I was trying to do was get it down to one suitcase, and I carry a book bag for my carry-on. I didn't want to have to carry nothing else. But I wasn't able to get everything in my suitcase. So what I did was I have my book bag, and then I have, it's like a tote bag, but I'm going to say it's my purse, so that, you can take your purse and then take a carry-on. So I'm going to say it's my purse so I can have it as my carry-on. But I didn't want to carry all that shit. But I already decided that coming back, I'm mailing some shit back. I'm in Puerto Rico. It's the United States. It's not like I have to worry about it being overseas. I'm going to the post office the day before we leave, and I'm mailing some shit back. Because I already know I'm going to shop while I'm there. It's not like I'm not going to buy nothing while I'm there. I'm mailing some shit back. Luggage vacuum bags also comes with a little device to suck the air out the bags. They have assorted sizes. Yeah, I've heard of those. When we went to Europe, my best friend had those when we went to Europe. And I looked at them. Maybe I'll try those the next time I go somewhere. Maybe I'll buy me some and then I'll play around with them. But anyway, I say all that to say, child, I done got everything in there, but just pray on the weight. Because at this point, I'm going to have to take 2 bags. Like, there's no way I can get all that stuff in one suitcase. I even bought a bigger suitcase. So this is like a bigger suitcase than I normally even use. I don't know. But now I'm just worried about the weight. When I get there, not being overweight. Luggage. Oh, I just read that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that out, Lauren, and see if that works for me any better. Everything in my suitcase, I have a little crossbody purse and a bag for my iPad. That's it. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to get down to my luggage, my suitcase, and then my backpack. Because usually, like I said, I carry my backpack, and it's big enough that if I wanted to take my laptop, I could take my laptop. I mean, it's big enough for me to carry whatever I need in it. And that's usually what I'm usually able to get down to that. But not this time. When I went to Africa, I had 2 bags. But when I went to Africa, I had, anyway, y'all, just pray on the way, okay? Really, did you hear that Shane from Life After Lockup is back in jail and Lacey is back with John? Yeah, I saw that, child. They a mess. I started to do a live on it, do like a quick drop on it, Xavier, and I think I forgot. Well, I think it just, not forgot, but I think I just didn't do it. What airline are y'all using? Some airlines charge cheaper than others for check bags. Well, I took the cheap route. I can't speak for Abby. I took the cheap route, so I'm flying JetBlue. So I done already checked in. They done already nickel and dimed me out of damn near another. Listen, I don't even want to talk about that. I'm so sick of flying and the hidden charges and the nickel and dime. I'm so fucking sick of it. Like, I'm over it. Like, what I don't understand is I pay for a plane ticket. Why do I have to pay for a seat? When I go to check in, why do I have to pay again? I don't understand that. Why am I paying for my seat? Oh God. And sometimes you think you're getting a good deal because you're like, the ticket was so cheap. But now, hell, I might as well have got the more expensive ticket that wasn't gonna nickel and dime me than these little cheap airlines. You know what I'm saying? You think you're getting a good deal until it's time to really fly. So anyway, it is what it is. They got me. That's all I can say about that is they got me. But you know what? Southwest be having some bullshit with them too. Because the thing that Southwest does that get you is you think you're getting a really anyway, every airline got their shit with them. But I can't, like, that thing right there irritates me. That whole, you go to check in and now you got to pay again for a seat. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that mindset of you got to pay for a seat. Didn't I pay for a seat the first time? I thought I paid for a seat. Why am I checking in and I have to pay for another seat? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? This is high ticket season, so the prices can get outrageous. Yeah. So it is what it is. It don't matter. I'm getting on that plane tomorrow, and if it is, it is. Well, that was the thing. I mean, they had no free. Like, when I went to go check in, all of the seats had a price on them. So I don't know if I waited too long to check in or what. But what I said I was going to do next time was I just wasn't going to check in. I was going to wait until I got to the counter. Because I feel like if I just wait and get to the counter and I just take whatever the hell is left, I feel like they don't charge me. I don't have no problem doing a red eye, Lauren. I usually do the red eye flight coming back from Vegas because then I can sleep. I could fly all night and just sleep. You never had to do that, Xavier? Yeah, this is like the second or third time that I've had to do that. And I don't understand. I don't understand what that's for. Like, I really don't understand what that's for. And maybe I need to do a better job of reading all the fine print when I be getting these damn tickets. Because I don't understand it. Am I the only one? Nobody else knows what I'm talking about? When you go to check in and then there's like a charge. Usually, now I've seen where there's like an upcharge, like if you want a better seat or you want to move to, like, I've seen that being an option. But this one wasn't even an option. It was like, here. That's the only thing I hate about flying is that the price jumps are ridiculous. The original price they offered is a joke. Right. I kind of want a window seat because fat and I don't want people crawling over me. Well, the good thing was, even though I had to pay for it, I was able to get the row that it's like where the brake is. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like it's like almost a section brake, and you get like an extra. It's not an emergency row, but it's like a brake where the section is in the plane, where it might go from like A to B section, and it's like a little extra space. And I was able to get that seat on the aisle, so when I get up, I don't have to climb over nobody. I mean, on the window. So I have a window seat, and like I said, I can get up because y'all don't know because y'all don't be around me. But me, I have a bad bladder. I be in the bathroom all the time, so I can get up without having to climb over nobody. So I like Delta and Southwest. Sometimes if you book on a Tuesday, you get. Yeah, I heard it's cheaper to book on Tuesdays. It is definitely cheaper to book on Twixt. I keep my behind at the house, so no, boo. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm blaming COVID, airlines, man. But you know what, though? This was going on before COVID. But I will say this. Before COVID, I don't remember not having the option. Like, when I went to go check in, you know how they show you the plane. All of the seats, and like Ebby said, maybe I just missed the free ones, because all of the seats were already X'd out. The only seats that were left that I could choose from were had a price on them. Anyway, it is what, like I said, it's a done deal now. I done spent the money. It is what it is, child. But I'm definitely sure, Xavier, that for the next probably 2 years, airfare is going to be ridiculous, and there's going to be so many hidden fees and extra costs and all this and that, because you're right, they're trying to recoup. But anyway. Right, exactly, Ebby. It was like that before. I had to do that before. When I went to Seattle a few years ago, I had to do that. But the price of the seat, and because I checked my parents in, and my mother was like, "Why do I have to pay?" And I was like, "I don't know, but you do." Like, I don't know. It's a scam. Exactly. It's absolutely a scam. But so Southwest doesn't have that. Delta doesn't, because that's what I need to do now. What I need to do is I need to make a conscious, like, write down or keep it somewhere and know which airlines I don't need to. I know Southwest, you get the free check baggage. I know you get that on Southwest. But I said I just need to keep a conscious in my mind which flights. Skyscanner and Google Flights are pretty reasonable most of the time. I never heard of Skyscanner. I never heard either one of those. Okay, I've been using like Travelocity and Expedia. I never heard of either one of those. Okay, I'm gonna have to check those out. Anyway, we didn't talk 20 minutes about my luggage, child. Let's get into this. So, this live is probably going to make some people mad. I started not to even go live because I just don't feel like I got anything nice to say today. So this live is going to probably make some people mad. So buckle up, Buttercup. And if you're mad, I love you anyway, okay? Let's go ahead and start with Lynn Spears. And let's just go on and get her out the way, okay? Jamie Lynn, the sister of Britney Spears, she did a live day before yesterday, whenever she did it. And she was basically defending her sister. And she was basically like, I love my sister. If she don't want to be under the conservatorship anymore, then she ain't got to be under the conservatorship. I support whatever she wants to do to make her happy, okay? But there seems to be some backlash about what she said, her tone in what she said. I'm not sure why we mad at her. I'm not sure why we y'all tell me what I did, what I didn't catch. Why we mad at Jamie Lynn? What we mad about, y'all? And I'm not even being funny. I'm trying to understand why we mad at her. What'd she do? Or what did she do wrong? Because she flipped what she said. Okay, so what did she say first, and then what did she flip to? Because I'm not being funny. I don't know. Can we transfer from Britney to Kanye? Listen, Kanye needed... I ain't even put Kanye up there, but did y'all see that Kanye was in court? And he said that none of this was real. This was a television show or a movie role or something, and none of this was real. And that's why he didn't have to comply with nothing that the judge was saying. Did y'all see that shit? He's clearly off his meds. Either he's off his meds or he's pretending to be. But there's clearly something going on with Mr. Kanye, okay? He might need to be under conservatorship. And I'm not even bullshitting. I'm serious right now. Because I feel like, for as much as people might want to talk about the Kardashians and all of that, I feel like the Kardashians tried their best to keep him on his meds, or people around him did, and I don't feel like he has those people around him anymore. Now, I'm not saying that Kim was great, and I don't know that woman like that, but I think that for the last however many years, people have been around him that were doing their best to keep him on his meds. I hate to say it like this because I don't know nothing about Kanye West, so I'm This is my opinion. This is not based on any fact because I don't know him well enough to have a fact about this. Kanye West is a creative genius. He is. He is a creative genius. The problem with creative geniuses is that they feel as though medication, it's like thin line because they need the medication. He needs the medication, I should say. But he feels like the medication is stifling his creativity and that it's stopping him from being able to create. What's up, little baby? Hey, boo. And that's the problem. In my opinion, that's part of the problem. That is part of the problem. And so he doesn't want to take the meds, even though he knows that the meds help him. But he doesn't want to take the meds when he's creating. So anytime he's going to work on a new project, whether it be a clothing line, whether it be music, whether it be Sunday service, whatever it is that he has decided he wants to do, I think he's going to always struggle with the medication piece of it because in his mind, it stops him from being creative. And that's what a lot of people with mental illness struggle with is the medicine. They know it helps, but the rest of it. It does, Pacino. It does. And it's unfortunate, but it does. Yeah. So I think, and again, I don't know nothing about these Kardashians, okay? But I think that while he was in the Kardashian camp, I think they did their best. Let me say they did their best to try to keep him on his meds as much as possible. They could control him when he was on his meds. If y'all want to look at it from that point of view, they could control him more so than now that he's off his meds. And I just don't think he has people around him right now that are concerned about him being on his meds. And so it's not a good look. And I just pray that he gets the help, All right. Even though, he does think Donald Trump is, Anyway. Now, no wonder Kim separated to the kid. She loves the nut, but he accidentally. Yeah, I mean, I think they really loved each other. I know we give the Kardashians a lot, but I do think that that Kim loved him. I think it was love. I do, but it is hard. It is hard dealing with someone who has mental illness. It is hard. And especially if you're always struggling with them staying on their meds, it is hard. I told you guys I've had it in my family. It's hard. You love the person, but you don't like who they are when they are not on their meds. You don't, and it's a hard line, but it's there. She was the conservator on her sister, and now the media attention is covering it. She wants to flip. Well, it's not that clear, Young Rich. It's not that black and white. The conservatorship, it covers a lot of different areas. Jamie Lynn, for lack of a better word, the best way to explain it was she was part of the team. She was part of the team, but she wasn't the head coach. So she was part of the team. And put it like this, the best way to explain how this conservatorship is working with Britney Spears is she has a team. You've got the head coach, which is her dad. And then you've got the assistant coaches, and each one of the assistant coaches is in charge of a different part of the conservatorship. Jamie Lynn was in charge of a certain specific area of the conservatorship for a limited amount of time. She doesn't know or is privy to what is going on with all the other assistant coaches. The only person in this equation that knows everything that's going on is Daddy. He's the only one that knows everything that's going on. So yes, Jamie Lynn was a part of the team. And maybe even at that time, she thought that's what was best for Britney, but maybe she no longer does. I thought the Free Britney people loved Jamie Lynn and wanted her to be the conservator at one point. You know what? I did too, but they didn't. They didn't. Because one of the Free Britney people wrote me a really long comment under a video I did a few months back when that story came out about her taking over conservatorship, and I thought it was a good thing. And they left me this long. Matter of fact, I talked about it. And they were explaining why they didn't want Jamie Lynn in charge either. Because basically Jamie Lynn is just gonna keep doing what her dad wants her to do. It'd be the same as basically having the dad in charge. Let me scroll. I had scrolled up. Hold on, let me scroll down. They did their best. There's only so much you can do when people continue to isolate and lash out. Meds definitely would have helped him. The old saying that genius being the border of insanity. Ooh, that's a good one, Miss Auntie Didi. It's very hard. I have it in my family. Well, yeah, it's very hard. But I thought Britney still wants the conservatorship, just under a different person. No, she doesn't want the conservatorship. But I think she's willing to compromise. She wants the conservatorship gone, period. But she doesn't want to submit to an evaluation. And so until she agrees to an evaluation, the likelihood that the judge is going to grant her what she wants is slim. Because the reality is you were put under conservatorship for a reason. So they need to evaluate. I mean, that's the logic is, well, we need to evaluate you to make sure that the reason why we put you under conservatorship, you no longer need to be there. But she doesn't want to submit to an evaluation because her thing is, listen, I have been poked and prodded for the last 13 years, and I am no longer willing to do that. And she doesn't trust the doctors because at this point she feels like all of the doctors are going to side with her dad because that's what they've been doing for the last 13 years. So she doesn't want to submit to an evaluation. And that's kind of where part of the problem is. The IUD really messed me up. Yeah. No wonder Britt said he needs to be in jail. This is a mess. Mm-hmm. Thank you. No, thanks for telling me, Young Rich. I understand now what you're saying about why she's getting the backlash. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, the fact that they have her on birth control, it's just crazy. That whole thing is just crazy. Hey Zara, how you doing, babe? The whole thing is just crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. But anyway, she did do a video supporting her sister. Look. And now they got pictures of Britney down to the Hawaii, and they're trying to say that the pictures are fake. No, the pictures are probably real. The reality of the situation is Britney is allowed to go to Hawaii under the conservatorship. The conservatorship only extends to certain places, and Hawaii is one of those places where it extends. You ain't gonna see Britney in Europe. For those of you who follow this, because a lot of people don't, I know I don't. But if you follow Britney like that and you follow where she's traveled in the last 10 years, I bet you she ain't been nowhere but Hawaii. She goes to Maui. Every time she goes on vacation, she goes to Maui. Because that is one of the places that's been approved under the conservatorship for her to travel. So, again, it is the control. Wasn't she grown when she met Paris Hilton? Yeah, what does that mean? What's the connection? I remember reading that her father grounded her for 2 weeks because she went to the beach and met up with Paris Hilton during the COVID shutdown. Oh, that's why you asked me that. My fault. I didn't see the first comment. Yeah, he probably did. Okay, Ed, pray for me, honey. I think Britney needed some help, but not on this level. Maybe she had postpartum and a nervous breakdown. I definitely think that when they first stepped in, she needed the help, but I don't think the intention was this, and definitely not for the extended period of time. So much of what's been going on has been sealed that we can't read and we can't have access to. So we don't know what's being said in court. We don't know what her doctors are saying. We don't know what her dad is saying. We don't know what is happening, what her managers are saying, where they keep getting this continuance or whatever. So it's a lot. I don't believe someone who I don't believe someone who be forced into something they don't want. But we know Britney's track record of attracting bum asses, i.e. Kevin Federline. So the IUD may not be a totally bad thing. I think it is a bad thing. She's a grown-ass woman. She's a grown-ass woman. Who is her dad to tell her when she can and can't have a child? First of all, she's financially able to take care of a child. And if she is on her meds and she is stable, then she's physically able to take care of a child. Granted, maybe she doesn't make the best decisions in who her mate is. But I don't think he has the right to tell her when she can and can't have a child and who she can and can't have a child with. Who the fuck is he? And we can say whatever we want to say about Kevin Federline, but Kevin Federline been taking care of those two boys all these years. And I know somebody's going to be like, oh, well, he's been getting child support. Okay, that's fine. He's been getting child support for him, but he's been taking care of them. He has full custody of those two boys. So he may not have been the best spouse, but he's been taking care of them children. So she can't choose a bum like Kevin, but Kevin is okay to raise the boys, but not her. I'm agreeing with you. He may not be a good boyfriend or a good husband, but he's been raising those boys since they were babies. So I'm sorry. I don't think her father has a right to tell her, and especially not forced like an IUD. No, ma'am. I think Jamie got power hungry and wanted to maintain the control he had. Absolutely. I mean, he's living off of millions. I think it's strategic so they don't have her paying child support to another grifter. But again, that's her business and her right as an adult. Right. And he tried to give the boys back to Britney, but her father refused it. I have a few family members that I feel should be Oh. I mean, let's be clear. I think we all do. And don't get me wrong, people don't always make the best decisions, and people aren't always the best parents. But what I don't want to do is set the precedent that somebody else gets to decide when and how I have a child. You know, to me, forcing her onto birth control because you saying that you make bad decisions on what man you have chosen in the past. To me, that's a slippery slope. That's a very scary precedent to set. I could see if she was being non-compliant. I could see, because here's my thing. She was fine to work all these years. She was fine for y'all to put on tour. She was fine for y'all to put in the studio. She was fine for y'all to have doing a Vegas show. But she ain't fine to make her own decisions about having a baby, about being in a relationship, about traveling, about paying her bills. No, ma'am. She's fine to do all this other stuff that's making money for y'all to live off of. But when it comes to something for her personal life, now she can't make that decision for herself. Can she apply for an independent evaluation? I don't know. You're getting into legal stuff that I don't know the answers to. My legal correspondent ain't been through here in a minute. I don't know where DL is. I hope she's okay. I hope she's just busy at work and haven't had time to come through. I haven't seen her in other people's chats either. I hope she's okay. Could you imagine if all the deadbeats had to get sniped? Child. So yeah, that's what was going on with the Jamie Lynn Spears situation, honey. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with these Olympics. For those who don't know, the Olympics are going to start late next month, July. Well, mid-July. Mid to late July, the Olympics are starting in Tokyo. And there's a couple of things. So we've had the Olympic trials going on. It's been a lot of this and a lot of that going on. First of all, I know y'all don't like Kim Kardashian, but we got to give a shout out to Kim Kardashian, who her leisure wear, sleepwear, which I didn't even know she had a sleepwear line, has been named the official. Something's going on back here. I don't know what it is. Her company has been named the official leisure or sleepwear for the Olympians. So that's what they'll be wearing, or at least they'll be getting that to wear for the Olympians. So, shouts out to her. That's a major, major contract right there. Serena says she will not be playing tennis in the Olympics. She says she won't be doing it. I don't blame her. I mean, at this point, what is there left for you to do? She done won 5,000 gold medals. She's been playing in the Olympics since she was like 14, 15 years old. She is knocking on 40. I think she's good. I think Serena is chasing the record, and I think that once she gets that record, if she's able to get it, I think she will retire. I think she hurt herself today and had to pull out of Wimbledon, which was a shame because I was hoping that she would win Wimbledon and then be able to retire or at least think about retiring. But I think that that's really what's going on with Serena, is that she's really moving into other areas. But I think that she is just ready to, she's not going to do the Olympics, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, she was injured. She hurt her leg today, so she had to pull out of the first round. Hey, Coffee Hook TV. If she got pregnant, that would mean she wouldn't be able to work for a while. Right. That's what they worried about. They ain't worried about her getting pregnant by a no good dude. They worried about her getting pregnant and not being able to work. That's what listen, that's how I feel about it. So Serena says she ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do it. Simone Biles, she moonwalked into the Olympics, even though she did fall on the second night of the Olympic trials off of the balance beam. But let me tell you something. First of all, she was so far ahead from the first night. She was so spectacular on night one of the Olympic trials that her falling off the balance beam. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's not something she wanted to do. She was very emotional. They, of course, they're going to show her crying. But she came back and had a spectacular floor exercise. And remember, her degree of difficulty on all of the things that I think her lowest degree of difficulty is the uneven bars, because that's her least favorite event. She don't like it. She's, that's not her thing. But even with that, she still does like this triple, like her dismount is still ridiculous. So her level of difficulty is already so high that when she does make a mistake, it just don't hit the same. So she moonwalked in. We have 6 Olympians for the gymnastics team. Her and Jordan. Y'all told me her last name before. Jordan, I forget her last name, but anyway, she trains with Simone. She made the team as well, so I'm looking forward to that. The track and field stars are breaking records left and right. I don't know. I follow all this stuff. Yeah, I told you I love the Summer Olympics. I love. Well, I love the Olympics, but the Summer Olympics, I'm so here for. But they are breaking all kinds of records. Now, can we talk about Miss Richardson? Was it Sherry Richardson? What's her name, y'all? What's her first name? Richardson. I see these people talk about Federline, but like you said, he's been there day in and out. You got some women who make horrible decisions and a mate, and yet people have minimum of anything to say about them. Child. People always got an opinion. I know I do. What's her name, y'all? Her name's Sherry Richardson. What's the girl name? The woman. I don't want to say girl. The woman's name. The fastest woman. Right now, she's the fastest woman in the world, right? She done broke the record. I know she's the fastest woman in the U.S. I know she broke the U.S. record. I'm not sure if she broke the world record. Sha'Carri. Thank you, Sha'Carri. Y'all, I didn't realize that there was a controversy about this young lady. I didn't realize that people had something to say. Hey, Quintessential Babes. I didn't realize people had something to say about this young lady. I'm not. Which Avon lotion you got, Quintessential? I'm glad you loving it, girl. Y'all get on over there. She gonna put it in the chat. She gonna let y'all know. Y'all get on over there and get y'all that Avon. Y'all better go and get y'all some Avon. looking more like whether the Olympics will happen. What is Rojo doing in the Japan? Yeah, I know that they're worried about it, especially with this new Delta variant, child. Listen, I'm getting nervous about it my damn self. That's exactly who she is, and that's what I was about to say, Lauren. I'm so sick of this because we went through this in the early 1980s. I know some of y'all babies don't know, y'all don't remember. Y'all have probably seen pictures of FloJo, and now people look back on FloJo, and everybody's got some wonderful thing to say about FloJo. Oh, look at her. Look at the nails. Look at the hair. She was gorgeous. She was beautiful, and she was talented. Da 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 da. But if you were around back then, y'all remember all of the criticism that this woman got. They talked about FloJo. Y'all remember FloJo had the leotard with the one leg in and the one leg out. Nowadays, female athletes wear those leotard-looking tracksuits. It looks like they have on leotard bottoms. But back then, women were still racing in regular shorts. I mean, they were shorts, but they were regular shorts. Oh my goodness, when she came out there with that one leg in and one leg out, and she actually designed it herself. That was something she wanted to do after she got done with track and field. She wanted to go into fashion design. So she designed her tracksuit herself. And I mean, of course, at the Olympics, she had to wear what the Olympic team was wearing. But when she raced on her own, y'all go back and find those old pictures of her with the one leg in and the one leg out. Oh my goodness, they talked about her so bad. Oh, it was so risque. She raced with a full face of makeup. What is she doing that for? She's just going to sweat it off. Why is she out there with makeup on? The nails. Those are long nails. I mean, you know, now we got the Cardis and everybody wear them long. But back then, most women didn't wear their nails like that. Not that long. Not like that. Everything about Florence Griffith Joyner was a statement. And it was a staple. And she got so much backlash for everything that she did throughout her entire career. And the funny thing was, even in the midst of all of that, she was talented as hell. She was at the top of her field, just like Sha'Carri. You remember Julia? Exactly. Just like Sha'Carri. She was in the top. So not only was she out there on the field doing all of these different things, and starting trends and setting trends and creating her own lane, she was talented as fuck. She was winning races. She went to the Olympics. She won medals. Same thing we did with them Serena sisters. I said the Serena sisters, the Williams sisters. When they started wearing, especially Serena, they came out there in the leotards and they were wearing the bodysuits and they were doing things that were different. We always had something to say. We always had something to criticize and something to say. And I'm just sitting here like, it just frustrates me because I'm just like, so we got this black woman out there representing, running her ass off, creating her own lane, and all we want to talk about is the fact that she's running and she got on an orange wig, or she's got tattoos, or she got nails, or she got them long ass eyelashes on. Right, and the waterproof beat face. I know that's right. Quintessential said that she is loving the Skin So Soft Supreme Nourishment Enriching Coconut Oil Milk Lotion. Now, that's a long name. Thank you, Quintessential. Y'all try it out. I'm going to have to order me some. Y'all try that thing out. Sha'Carri, oh, you know what? I saw a meme, and I'm gonna have to repost it I'm gonna post it on my community wall. It was a meme of Sha'Carri running. I mean, it was not a meme. I'm sorry, it wasn't a meme. It was a drawing. It was Sha'Carri running, and Florence Griffith Joyner behind her saying, "You go, girl," like egging her on. And I was like, that is a perfect. Whoever drew that, that was perfect, because that's exactly who she is. She really is like a baby. And I don't like comparing people like that because I know she probably doesn't like it either. But she really is. It's so parallel. And when I started hearing all of this backlash that they were giving this woman, and I'm like, wow. I mean, it'd be different if it was coming from people who didn't understand us, meaning, the other people. But it's coming from us, right, baby girl? We are our own worst enemy sometimes. And I know I'm guilty sometimes. I admit sometimes I might be guilty of it. But I'm like, why in the world? Y'all, I don't know what. Something is pulling on my braids in the back, and it is making the back of my neck very uncomfortable. I think one of my braids is trying to slide off, and it's pulling at my actual hair because it's sliding off. And I actually was going to go back up to the place today and get the lady to fix it, but I got lazy. I got to packing, child, and I got lazy. Anyway, Young Rich, I need people to exercise and then get back to me. They make me sick. What? Hold on, I missed something, child. Lord, I missed something. They do this to every top woman athlete. People can't stand black women's choices. And now they're saying Jordan Child's hair is too nice. What? So we bullied my girl. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that won the gold medal in London. The black girl, the gymnastics baby that won the gold medal in London. I can see her face, but for whatever reason, her name is escaping me right now. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one who won in London before Simone. Shoot. Gabby Douglas, thank you. So we bullied Gabby Douglas because her hair won't done. Now we bullying Jordan because her hair is done. See, I'm gonna need y'all to make up y'all damn mind. I just need you to make up your mind. Either we mad because the hair is combed, or we mad because the hair not combed. Make up our damn mind now. But I don't think nails, hair, makeup, etc. were things folks were concerned about anymore. Now, when every single Olympic game and track field, women's nails and hair highlight. Well, then why are they giving Sakari such a hard time then? Then why are they coming for her? Why are they coming for her? So we got her, child. Okay, we got her. And listen, I'm here for it. I hope your hair is blue at the Olympics. Okay, I don't care what color your damn hair is. Just fucking win the medal. Okay, get you another tattoo while you're there. Okay. Now we got Miss Gwen Berry. Who had homophobic tweets? Her hair was done. That's what kinky hair looks like when it's sweated out. Again, folks need to get back to me when they've sweated out their weaves, waves, etc. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best. I was just trying to make a point, but I mean, it was what it was. It was what it was. I'm not going. That was 10 years ago. I'm not going down that road, but it was what it was. Who had homophobic tweets? They don't like powerful black women taking over the Olympics, so they will try everything they can to tear them down if they see them succeeding. Gabby Douglas? Because some of us just too nosy and can't mind our own business, so instead we mind other folks' business. Say that for the people in the back, honey. Who, hey, Auntie, how you doing, baby? Xavier, tell me who had the homophobic tweets, because we didn't talk about 3, 4. Oh, Sha'Carri. They won't throw her. They went through her Twitter, and she was preaching that mess. Oh, Dominique. Hey, Dominique. The black gymnasts need proper flat irons to combat the sports sweat out. I'm with you too, Lauren. I hope that's exactly what she does. Takes all they damn medals, honey. Make them all look stupid and foolish. Take all the medals. Take all the medals, darling. All the medals. So Gwen Berry, at her Olympic trials this weekend, she came in second place, so she wasn't at the top of the podium. I forgot what what event it was. I honestly don't remember what event it was. But she sorry. They said Tamar and girl. Shakari, I didn't know Shakari was a lesbian. I did not know that. It's me, D. That still don't mean, well, just because she's a lesbian doesn't mean she didn't have homophobic tweets. You can be both. Xavier, she had homophobic tweets. I thought yeah, she is. They painted it like she was homophobic, but then again, the tweets are old. But I want to know what the tweet, and I know you don't know that, Xavier, but I would like to know what the tweets actually said. I want to know what the tweets actually said. And that doesn't mean that they aren't homophobic. I'm just curious as to what they said. That's all. So anyway, so Gwen Berry, she came in second place in whatever category that she's in, honey, whatever event that she's in. And when she was on the podium, she turned her back while the national anthem was playing. She turned her back. I saw you and It's Me D hanging out this weekend, Auntie, down to the Pride, honey. Y'all look like y'all had yourselves a good time. And of course, now that's that has sparked up controversy as well. So here's the reality. For as long as sports in an organized fashion has existed, we have had protests for whatever reason. For whatever reason. My issue, okay. Because I have two different points of view on this. And I know that sounds crazy, but I do. I think that silent protest, I mean, that's one of the tenets of our society. That's one of the tenets of the American culture. Now, whether they always recognize it or not, that, we can't talk about that. But that is one of the tenets of our culture, that we have the right to assembly. We have the right to protest. We have the right to let people know when we don't like something. And we have a right to use whatever that vehicle is. If it's the fact that we are, are athletes and we have a world stage where people are going to see it. Absolutely. I have no problem with her protesting. Child, Megan, I saw it, baby girl. Megan McCain got a lot to say about a lot of stuff. I'm so sick of her. So I don't have no problem with her protesting. I do understand, before y'all jump down my throat, I do understand some people saying, listen, you are representing the United States. You're going to be on the world stage representing the United States. Maybe that's not the time to protest about the United States. Maybe that's the time to show a united front on the country that you're representing, which is part of what Megan was saying. I'm not saying I agree, y'all. I'm just giving y'all the different points of view on this. But I can understand the argument. Sometimes people make a counter argument and I'll be like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. But I can absolutely understand the argument. But here's what pisses me off. You always want to stifle my rights when they don't agree with what you want me to do. Colin Kaepernick kneeled. And y'all acted like that man attempted murder every Sunday on the football field. Y'all act like he burned a flag at the 50-yard line at the beginning of every football game, even though that's not illegal either. Y'all acted like he yelled fire in a crowded stadium every Sunday just to prove his point. Yet, whenever y'all think that they getting ready to come and do something that y'all don't like, y'all are fine with protesting. And y'all don't seem to have no problem with protesting. Hell, y'all didn't have no problem with storming the damn Capitol because they were doing something that y'all didn't like. And I'm so sick of the convenient justification when it's something you want. I'm just sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Is it going to be another Tommy Smith and John Carlos moment? Maybe, because I think the Olympics has already said that they do not want any protest on the podium. You can do whatever you want, in your interviews, and you can wear the Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff, but you cannot do any type of protest like from the podium. That's what they have said. I think all the high-profile athletes should wear statements, T-shirts for warm-ups. I feel like LeBron and a few others are going to do something big. Maybe. They can, because what are they going to do to LeBron James? Send him home? Expel him from the Olympics? The tweets I saw said, if you follow Lil Nas, unfollow me. And another one telling a girl, shut up about Chris Brown. Beating Rihanna was years ago and nobody deserved to get beat by anybody. Young Rich, what you talking about? Right. No Black Lives Matter to be specific. Specific. Say what again, Auntie Didi? I always remember what I said. So it just, I get frustrated because, like I said, I understand the argument, but again, I say, because the problem I have with what Megan said today, y'all know Megan be pissing me off. I didn't have a problem with that part of Megan's argument because I understand that point of view. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. But here's my problem. My problem is she wants to make this out to be, well, the American flag, and of course she had to tell this whole story about she had to tell this whole story about when her dad was a captive and the prisoner next to him had the American flag sewn in his shirt, and every morning they would say the Pledge of Allegiance and yada yada yada. But here's the problem. That's your dad's experience with the flag. That's your dad's cellmate and their experience with the flag. And that is their experience, and their experience is valid. The problem I have with people like Meghan McCain is that you can't wrap your brain around the fact that everybody's experience isn't your experience. And as much as I love the United States of America, the United States of America got some shit with it, and it ain't always been a nice place to be. That's just it. That's all. I love my country. I don't always like it. I certainly don't like its history. I certainly don't like what it has done to me and my people. I don't like the fact that I can't trust the police. I don't like the fact that whenever something bad happens to me, I have to question whether did that just happen to me because of me, or did that happen because I'm Black? Like, I don't like that. But at the end of the day, stop acting like all of our experiences are the same and that flag means the same thing to all of us. Stop. And I love Whoopi's response. Whoopi was like, one of these days I'm going to play the national anthem for you and let you listen to the words and let you understand that all those words aren't so nice towards me and my people. And I think everybody needs to understand and realize that there's more than one verse to the national anthem. If you read the whole fucking song and you move past that first verse, which is the verse that everybody seems to like so much, oh, it's about this song, oh yeah. Get into the second and third one. about when you got to say the Pledge of Allegiance and you get to the end of that, one nation under God, indivisible. No. No, ma'am. We're not all one nation. And that's my problem. It's okay for you to say, listen, this is my experience. And I love my flag. And when I see my flag, this is what I see. And this is how I feel. And this is what it means to me because this is how I grew up. And this is what my experience was. But here's what I need people to do. I need you to hear. I need you to listen. And I need you to learn about the fact that everybody's experience isn't the same. And Megan, for you to sit there and always want to say, oh, yeah, what happened to George Floyd was horrible, and what happened to Trayvon Martin was terrible, and what this happened was bad, and that happened was bad, and I stand with the LGBTQ community. My best friend is gay, and I stand with Black people because I go to lunch with Sonny sometimes. It's all bullshit when you can't understand why the flag doesn't mean the same thing to us. It's bullshit. I'm sorry, y'all. I went left for a second. I think I blacked out. Give me a minute. I don't even think I remember what I said. If a Russian, Chinese, etc., and Libyan protests, I don't think they hated their countries. America needs some new taglines with the way people shut down individual experiences. Exactly. And again, we can be, and that goes back to that whole critical race theory. I can be critical of my country. It doesn't mean that I want to leave. That doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge the good. It doesn't mean that everything is a horrible, horrible situation. But we've got to acknowledge the bad. We have to. Some people may feel they have the eyes of the world on them and it's their opportunity to make it. Absolutely. And that's exactly what it is. When else am I going to have this many eyes on me at one time to share my experience? And then Meghan McCain going to bring up Putin and what Putin did and how Putin feels about the United States. Do you think I give a fuck what an ex-KGB agent has to say about me in the United States? I don't give a fuck. Putin? I'm supposed to care about what Putin thinks? Girl. It's weird to pledge allegiance to a flag if you ask me, but it's only if you're asking me. I stopped doing it. I had to do it in elementary school. I stopped doing it in high school. We did it in high school. We don't even do it in school. At the school, we don't even do it in school anymore. By the time I started teaching, we didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. We would do it at like assemblies and stuff, but like in the morning, just over the loudspeaker, like when I was growing up, they didn't do it anymore. But in high school, I stopped doing it. I told my I told y'all in high school I was radical child. I told my homeroom teacher, who I had one of the only Black homeroom teachers, because I went to a white high school child. I had one of the only Black homeroom teachers. And I told her, I was like, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not standing up for the national anthem. For the Pledge of Allegiance. She was like, fine. Just fine. Because she was used to me being crazy, child. Take the blinders off and stop thinking your viewers are all that matters. Right. Like, I don't care about them people. And again, understanding it's not, I get it. I understand the point. I don't agree with it. Understand it. I'm so sick of Megan. That new president over there on ABC needs to get rid of her. Listen, we didn't have that conversation, child. We didn't have that conversation. I was able to opt out for the pledge in high school. That was the mid 80s. Okay, yeah, I'm a few years behind you. Wasn't the mid 80s, but not too far. I wish ABC would just give me 5 minutes on the phone with Megan McCain. Child, just have me on The View. Let me be on the panel one day. Just one day. If I had one wish. Speaking of which, they said that Ray J and Princess are moving to Love and Hip Hop Miami. They moved to Miami. They live in Miami now. So they're going to be on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I'm wondering if the Hollywood and the New York, I wonder what's going on with the Hollywood and New York franchises, because I believe they were filming in Hollywood. I'm almost certain I remember them saying that what's my girl's name? The one that 50 Cent sued, Tierra Marie. They said she was back on the cast and she was filming. So we'll see, child. All right. Yeah, they ain't getting rid of Megan. Megan makes too much money for them. All right, so let's get into this last couple of things because I've been on here for an hour, honey. I'm trying to get y'all some videos tonight. I gotta be up at 5:00 in the morning, so I'm not gonna be up late. So Ray J is not messing around with Wendy. Ray J went to lunch with Wendy Williams, and y'all, when I say y'all, I mean the media. Everybody acting like that he's having an affair. Do y'all think that if Ray J was gonna keep cheating on Princess, because let's be clear, I say keep because y'all think one, it would be with Wendy, and two, it would be that public? Like, y'all really think he would be that stupid? We black, white, and in between all had stopped doing the pledge before school or assemblies in middle and high school. I was so confused when it became the thing to do all of a sudden. Yeah. All right. Well, I might as well just stay on the train. So we still talking about this Lil Nas X situation down to the BET? We still talking about that? People still disgusted. People still upset that a man kissed another man on national TV. We still mad about that? It's all good, number one Eagle fan. Thank you for your support. Mwah. I didn't talk about Kyle. We'll get to Kyle. Let me go on and stay with let me just go and stay with the BET, but remind me, because I ain't gonna be on here too much longer because I gotta go. I can't be on here too long. Listen. Let me ask a question. Just out of curiosity. Were these same people disgusted for the 15 years that Will and Grace was on TV? Were these same people disgusted for the 12, 13 years that Modern Family was on TV? Were these same people disgusted with the L Word over on HBO? Or Queer as Folk? I'm just wondering. Were we still disgusted when all of that was going on? Every TV show that has been made in the last 3 years got a gay couple on it. I don't care what you gonna tell me. I mean, when I say every, I know I'm exaggerating, but I'm serious. It seems like every time a new TV show comes out, whether it's a drama, whether it's a sitcom, hell, it could even be damn Law and Order. It could be CSI. It could be FBI. All of these damn shows got a gay couple, and at some point they kiss. They get married. They have children. All of a sudden now we are turning to BET to be the moral compass for our children. That's what we're doing now? But that doesn't matter, number one Eagle fan. Well, first of all, I watch all them shows. But my point is, why all of a sudden now are we so disgusted? I mean, hell, I can think of some black shows. And you're right, it's me D. But in the after party when Megan kissed, who she kissed? Lil' Kim or somebody she kissed. There was it was cute then. It was funny and it was cute when Megan was kissing a girl. Nobody said nothing about that. It was cute. Hey, oh, look at Megan kissing up on Lil' Kim. But two men do it and now it's disgusting. And oh my gosh, my child was awake and saw it. So the fuck what? And I know we talked about this a little bit the other day, and I know some of y'all said that y'all don't want to see it, whether it's a same-sex couple or a gay couple, and that's fine. I respect that. But for the people that don't have a problem when it's a man and a woman tongue-kissing each other on the stage, or for the people that don't have a problem when it's two women, I got a problem with the fact that you got a problem that it's two men. I know it's early before this chat ends, but I just wanted to say I hope you have a great vacation. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Zara. I appreciate it. Blanche's younger brother was gay and getting married on the Golden Girls. People need to let it go. Okay. The boy kissed is getting his life. I love him on. I have him on IG. What? The boy he kissed. Oh, the boy he kissed is getting his life. You follow him on IG? Listen, I'm just saying, and he should. He should absolutely get his life over it. And I'm just saying this. I understand. We need to normalize non-traditional representation. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Hey, TT. They announced Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat are the next. For real? Is that real? Are you bullshitting me? TT, for real? That's Thursday, though. That's quick. They usually give at least like a week. That's quick. Wow. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Why are people acting like Britney and Madonna got praised for that kiss? People literally slut shamed them after that. But it wasn't the same way. Yes, they got press about it. They even got bad press about it. But it wasn't in the same way that people are doing this. Yes, you are absolutely correct. People didn't praise them for doing that. I agree with you 100%. You're absolutely correct. But it wasn't presented, the same way that this is being presented. No, the Tony versus Mary wasn't real. Oh, they're gonna do it during Essence. Okay, yeah. Because they had something on the thing for Essence, but it was blurred out. They said July 1st, but it was blurred out. I didn't know who it was. I just knew it was for Essence Fest. Okay. Oh, I'm here for that. Although I think Bobby Brown gonna kill Keith Sweat. But okay. But I'm here for it. I'm just so mad that I'm like, why are we like the whole, because I said this to y'all before, and I'm gonna keep saying it, and y'all ain't gonna like it. When I say y'all, I don't necessarily mean everybody sitting in this room right now, but I'm just saying y'all in general, y'all ain't gonna like it. But this is what I'm gonna keep saying. None of these people are obligated to be role models for your children. They're not. They're not. None of these people, I'm going to say it one more time. None of these people are obligated to be role models for your children. And let me tell you part of the reason why. One of the biggest reasons why these people are not obligated to be role models for your children is because the assumption that you are making when you say that is that their value system is the same as yours. So when you say, oh, well, we can go back to Charles Barkley saying that, when he told everybody, I'm not a role model, and everybody gave him pushback. The reality is he may not have the same value system that you have. And so you're looking for somebody who doesn't share your values to be a role model for your child? Huh. That person might be an atheist, and you're a Sunday morning Baptist. The person that you're looking at to be a role model for your child might be a Black nationalist. You might be a Republican. Just because they can dunk a ball and score a touchdown, that doesn't mean that y'all have shared values. That's how y'all keep getting disappointed by these people when you find out that they freaks in the back room, or you find out that they cheating on their wife, or you find out that, when they was 15 years old, they stole, some candy out to the damn 7-Eleven, because y'all keep putting your value system on people you don't even fucking know. So when you get mad that Mary J. Blige doesn't want to be a role model for your daughter, or that I don't know. Thank you. I'm getting there right now. Charles Barkley doesn't want to, doesn't want to be a role model for your child. Fast forward, for those of you all who remember what I'm talking about, when Charles Barkley did that whole commercial about how he's not a role model, and he got all that backlash. Now, fast forward 20 years to who Charles Barkley is now. Y'all still want him being a role model for y'all kids? The same Charles Barkley that, had a problem with Black Lives Matter and didn't think that there was anything wrong with the police and that they were just doing their jobs. The same Charles Barkley that's a Republican. And I'm not saying the Republican is bad, but he's made some questionable comments about maybe Trump not being so bad. That's the same dude. That's who y'all want as a role model? Does he share your values now? But y'all wanted him to be the role model for your children. And now 20 years later, y'all looking at him sideways. When people start talking about BET, I can't believe y'all. I'm disgusted. My children were watching that show. But y'all didn't have no motherfucking problem with your children watching a song called The Twerkulator. And it was 30 women on stage in damn near thongs shaking their ass for 5 minutes. Y'all didn't have no problem with that, though. That wasn't an issue for you? Weren't your children still up watching that? That was cool? Same thing with Megan Thee Stallion. What was the name of the song? Thought Shit? Thought Shit. Y'all know what the word thought mean, right? That hoe over there. Y'all didn't have no problem with the little baby. I said the little baby. With the baby out there with them cheerleaders. And I said it 3 times yesterday. I'm going to say it one more time today. When that lady laid on her back and spread her legs wide eagle and he stood over her and pumped. Y'all didn't have no problems with that, though. That was cool. That was all right. Okay. Thank you, It's Me D. It's nothing wrong with saying you want your children to overcome odds and be able to do some wonderful things and be successful like these people are. But that is not the same as a role model. Saying that Meg Thee Stallion has done some great things, that she overcame the death of all of the influential people in her life, her grandmother, her mother, and her father, the fact that her father was incarcerated most of her life, the fact that she is still in college trying to get her college degree because it was a promise that she made to her grandmother, all of that is great. And you should use that as a lesson for your kids on perseverance. That's not the same as a role model. Everybody got mad at Cardi B because her daughter walked in the room while WAP was on and she ran and turned it off real quick. And they was like, oh, that's contradictory. So it's okay for our kids to listen to her music, but it's not okay for her own daughter to listen to her music. She didn't tell y'all that your kids got to listen to her music. There's an explicit lyric sticker on her shit. There's a clean version and a dirty version. That's not her job to make sure that your kids don't listen to her music. It's her job to make sure that her daughter don't listen to her music. I'm just saying. Betty Wright made a whole song and all she said was fuck you the whole song. The whole song was fuck you. That was the whole song. That was the whole song. And that was in the 70s. So let's not act like she's doing something that people ain't never done before. Anyway, I'm done. Let me get off of my soapbox. Let me talk about Kyle Massey before we get out of here. I'm mad at some of these gays who are displaying their internalized homophobia, talking about educating people about AIDS. Huh? What does AIDS have to do with anything? I'm not talking at you, Xavier. I'm talking about these people. See, that's how, once again, did I say Betty Wright? I meant Millie Jackson. Thank you. I said the wrong person. Yeah, thank you. Little baby, thank you. I remember when my mama had my brother not watch music videos while growing up because she said they were too raunchy. Thank you. It was Millie Jackson, y'all. Thank you. I was wrong. I said Betty Wright, but shit, Betty Wright made some nasty shit too. But I was talking about Millie Jackson. I was. Now he's catching up on the R-rated movies he wasn't allowed to see. All right, let's talk about Kyle Massey before we get out of here, child. I didn't mean to be on here this long, but let's go on and talk about him before I get out of here. All right. So Kyle Massey, a Disney star, a while back we talked about the fact that he was being charged with sending sexually explicit pictures to an underage young lady. The young lady was 13 years old. Let me read a little bit of this, okay? Kyle Massey, 29, is facing serious legal allegations. The Disney star who played Corey Baxter on That's So Raven and Corey in the House is being accused of sending pornographic material to a girl 13 in December of 2018 and January 2019, according to TMZ. So December of 2018 and crossing over into January 2019. He has been charged with one count of communication with a minor for immoral purposes. The case is linked to a $1.5 million civil lawsuit against Kyle Massey as he was accused of sending numerous sexually explicit text messages, images, and videos, but instead the accuser was looking for a payday. Kyle's mother, Angel, has posted a video speaking out and defending her son. Now, I'm going to let y'all hear what his mama said, because I got a few things to say. I'm going to let y'all hear a little bit about what his mama said. Let me let y'all hear a little bit about what his mama said. Oh, wrong thing. All right, I'm going to let y'all hear a little bit about what his mama said.
Getting on here about the accusation that is going around about my son Kyle Massey, which is an old story. It's the same family, it's the same people, it's the same little girl, which is not the little girl, it's the mom. Kendra Andreas is her name, and my name is Angel Massey. Kendra Andreas is the little girl's mother, and I am Kyle's mother. And this is basically one of those things, kind of like a scorned, in my opinion, a scorned, like, you know, like when the man gets a new job and the baby mama goes and, you know, go back to the courtroom and go courthouse to try to get more child support. It's kind of synonymous to that because she tried to extort us out of the $1.5 million. And I respectfully told her that we were going to take our chances with the justice system and we're going to do the same here. We did that in California and she just took the same accusations, same news to take it to Seattle, and we're doing the same thing. Okay, guys, I am Angel.
So let's unpack that a little bit. First of all, none of what you just said, Mama, was he didn't do it. What you said was that the young girl's mother tried to turn it into a payday. What you said was that the civil case was thrown out of court in California, so the woman refiled in Seattle, Washington, and you anticipated getting thrown out in Seattle, Washington. Here's the thing. We don't know why it got, and I ain't do the research. I didn't look up no court documents, okay? But let's just, based on what you just said, we don't know why it was thrown out in California. It may have been thrown out in California because it was filed in the wrong jurisdiction to begin with. Maybe it was supposed to have been filed in Seattle from the beginning. Maybe that's why it was thrown out. Years ago, ma'am. Right, exactly. First of all, that was 2019. It's 2000 and it's 2001. But let's just know, we know that we can throw all of 2020 out. Court cases and everything else. All of that was pushed back. All of that, everything has been pushed back because of that. Yeah. Listen, mamas. Y'all have got to stop with this shit with y'all sons. She was better off sitting over to the sideline minding her damn business. I understand that that's your baby, and I understand it's not a good look, but let's be clear. At no point in time did I hear he didn't do it. I heard that the mama tried to turn the situation into a payday. But let's be clear. Your 26, 27-year-old child, because this was 2 years ago, ain't had no business sending no 13-year-old child, allegedly, inappropriate pictures. Now, yeah. The mama said that the child is lying. Well, I'm going to say this. He was charged. There's got to be evidence. They weren't supposed to be communicating. What do they have to talk about? Right. Well, from my understanding that this was like a family, like he's known this little girl her whole life. Like it was like a family friend type situation. So he knew who it wasn't like some random 13-year-old girl dropped in his DMs. Like this is somebody that the family knew. That's my understanding. I don't know all of the details, but that much I kind of got a little bit of that. This isn't like a random out of nowhere child. Like they know each other or the families know each other. But that doesn't absolve him. I mean, he still ain't had no reason to be in that girl's DMs, like at all. But mama, if you don't go sit down somewhere, we're talking about Kyle Massey. Oh, you said the mama said the child was lying but has no proof. You're right. And again, is it extortion if she filed a court case over it? Like, I mean, are you saying she called you in the middle of the night and was like, listen, your son just sent my daughter a picture of his, woo-ha-ha. I won't go to the police if you give me you give me $1.5 million. Like, are you saying that that's how this whole thing started? Because again, let's go back to the beginning. And the beginning is you never said your son didn't do it. And the police charged him. Now, we know that just because the police charged him, it don't mean that he's guilty. I get it. I know. I understand. One doesn't equal the other. But, ma'am, they charged him with one count, which means the way I interpret that, and I didn't go to nobody's law school, but the way I interpret that is that maybe they can only prove that one picture came from his phone to her phone. Because, see, that's the thing about technology. And ain't nobody putting this much effort into filing Kyle Massey, let's be clear. But here's the reality of it. It's real easy to show where a picture came from and where it went. Timestamp, all of that. And that's probably exactly what it was. He probably sent the little girl a picture of his woo-ha-ha. I completely understand supporting your son, but as a parent, would you deny another child's experience or trauma? Okay. Hell, they couldn't even talk about that. That's so Raven. I'm sure that came out before the baby was born. What? Hell, they couldn't even talk about that. So Raven, I don't know what that is. So yeah, y'all need to stop. Y'all, especially these mamas. Y'all need to stop out here. No matter what your child does, especially y'all little boys. Y'all know how mamas do they baby boys. Y'all gotta stop. Let the whole thing go through the courts. And if he is exonerated, then have as many damn press conferences as you want. But as long as the charges are pending, let that shit go through the courts. You are not helping him by going on your Instagram live talking about what he did or did not do. Okay? Child. Anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. David Makes Man. I would definitely do that before I get out of here. Before I go to bed tonight, I would definitely do David Makes Man. I just dropped Cartel Crew. Growing Up Hip Hop is on members. Did I put it on members only? Shoot. It's supposed to be on members only. If it's not, I'll put it on members only when I get off of here. And you'll get David Makes Man. I'm not sure if the Circle comes on tonight. If the Circle comes on tonight, I'll get you guys that too. But just remember, I'm on vacation for the next week. You guys will get some vlogs, but you will probably not get any reviews. I'm sorry. I will pick up what I can when I get back in town next week. Until then, I love you guys much, and I will see y'all on the other side. Peace.